Hello and welcome to another video. In this video I'm going to show you how to make a laptop in Blender. This video is requested by Colux HD. I believe that is how you pronounce your name. I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong. Alright, let's get started. What we're going to do is pretty much use the default cube. So go and tab and we're going to scale that down on the side. Oh, don't want it overlapping like that and inverting. Right, scale it down a bit more. Scale it out along the Y. As most laptops are widescreen. Right, and what we're going to do is pretty much Shift D and copy that. Rotate that on the Y by 90. And we're going to move this up. And what we're going to do is, I believe we're going to want to do loop cut. Yeah, we're going to add a loop cut. Oh, right, we're going to add a loop cut. Bring that down to about here. And now what we're going to do is delete these vertex. Oh. And delete them. Right. Now what we're going to want to do is get out of that mode, get out of wireframe, and Alt. So we're going to pretty much do a loop selection and around here as well. So we want to move that up. Yeah, it will come obvious later why we want to move that up, but for now we'll move it up. Or should we do that later? Do I want to do that later? Yeah, I'll do that later. Right. Let's select everything here again. Alright. So we can see what we're working with a little bit easier. Actually, I'm going to make sure there's a bit of a gap this time so I can move it later. The reason why we want to move it is so we can make the normal maps. So select the back panels here and here. Hold down Control and B. Okay. Right, now it wants to do it. Okay. Move it about there. Looks kind of nice-ish. There we go. I want to move the screen back a bit. So go ahead and do that now. That's everything selected. Move that back. Right. And now what we're going to want to do is add some hinges. So for hinges we're going to want to add a cylinder. Oh, actually, yeah, we're going to add the cylinder. Instead of n-gons we're going to want triangles. That's probably too high poly for me, so we're going to turn that down to 8. Let's see what 8 looks like. Yeah, 8. Alright, now we're going to rotate that along the X by 90. We're going to scale that down a lot. What we're going to want to do is make sure so when the laptop is shut, it isn't going to be sticking through the screen. So scale it down enough. Scale along the Y. Make the hinge a little bit longer. It shouldn't really stick through the screen, so just pull it back into there. We're going to want to pull that down. As the screen is going to be down lower anyway, so well, maybe it doesn't have to be. and shift, actually we want to bring that in a little bit, about there, shift D, I'm just eyeballing it, so if you want to make it perfect you could just pretty much cut the whole object in half and then mirror modify it. That looks good. We're going to select the screen here. Oh, we're going to want to do that. Hang on, I'm thinking. Not sure. I think, yeah, that's alright. That's alright for now. We're going to want to add like the USB ports along the side and the power supply. So what we're going to do is select one face, hit Y. Reason why we hit Y, we want it separate, so we can kind of move it. Well, it's separate from the other faces, so we can add a loop cut, which isn't going to go straight through the laptop and make a lot more photo count. What we don't want. So we add a loop cut. Do it by 5. And scale that in along that X. And we're going to bring them down here. But yeah, seems nice enough. You might want to scale them out a little. So we're going to make a what you call it, intrusion. So hit I and accept that. Do the same with these. I, and we're going to extrude them inwards a bit. So that's going to be our USB port, and what we're going to want over here is a part where you can plug the power supply in. Some laptops it might be on the other side. I've got 2 laptops and both of them got a power supply on different sides, what I find irritating, what I don't like. We just hit Y to remove that, and we're going to add a loop cut in there. Bring the loop cut over here. Actually we'll want it about there. Add another loop cut. Bring that over. And now what we're going to do is hit Y on this one. We want that separate as well. So now what we're going to do is pretty much actually hit W, subdivide it. No, actually we don't want to do that. We're going to hit I, intrude. And now we're going to want to add a cut here and add a cut here. We're going to select these vertexes along the side here. We're going to scale them along the, I believe, X. Bring them in a little bit. And now we're going to select all of them. And that one. Scale them in a bit more. And now we're going to want to scale these out along the said. So we made ourselves like a little circle pattern, and we're going to pretty much scale that in. What you could do as well, you could hit I in here, make it smaller, and make sure that out. Some power supplies have that a little bit detailed, but we're going to keep it low poly. Maybe we want some plugs on the front for microphone and sound. Different laptops have that, other laptops don't, so I'm wondering if I want to do that or not. Nah, we'll leave that. Okay, so come out of edit mode by hitting tab, and what we're going to want to do, oh no, hang on. Before this, we're going to want to move the screen up. Right. So what I was doing, holding down Shift and Alt to do loop cut. The reason why I was holding down Shift is so I can do multiple loop cut selections. We move this up. Deselect that. Come out, edit, copy and paste. Control and V. Right. L for low poly and H for high poly. We're going to be baking some normal maps, so we're going to need a high poly mesh for that, and we're going to add more detail in our high poly now. So going here, what we're going to want to do is add 2 loop cuts, scale them out along the Y for around about where the keyboard going to sit. We're going to do the same along here, and we scale them out on the X. And what we could do, another loop cut over here. This could be like a little grid pattern thing if you got like little speakers on the front. Sometimes they've got like little holes in and stuff. We could add that if we wanted to, so put that in for now. And now what we're going to do is add 2 loop cuts here, do enter. It's going to be the mouse pad, so we're going to want to add 2 more loop cuts, scale them in along the Y. This is so we can give our mouse pad buttons a bit of a gap. And we add another loop cut here so we can yeah, we're going to want to hang on, actually undo that loop cut, add that loop cut back in, but bring it down a bit more, and add another loop cut, and these are going to be our buttons. What we're going to do now is select, we're going to select these, and this one here, and we're going to hit I, scale that in slightly, and we're going to select them again now. We're going to bring them down a little bit, not too much. Oh, hang on. We've still got a low poly, so we want to hide our low poly. If you haven't done that already, click the I button up there. Bring that down a little. Now we're going to extrude these out a little bit. Control and B. Just be very subtle on that. So far, that is our mouse pad. And what we're going to do now is the keyboard area. Hit I. Bring that in a bit. And now we're going to maybe bring it down. Yeah, I don't know, it looks a bit too close to the mouse pad. So hit I again. Oh, okay. That will be good. We'll bring this down. The reason why we're doing this is so it can add some detail into our normal map. Alright, that's pretty much the, like, if you look at keyboards, they got like a little bit underneath what you can't really see because of the line and stuff, but you know, it's under there because the key, yeah, the keys you hit and stuff. So what we're going to now do is add in a cube. You're going to scale it down. Right, we want these hover off the keyboard so we can tweak them as we feel like. Actually, I'm not going to make a space bar to start with. Actually, I'm going to bring this down a bit. We could try and hit Control and B. Let's see how this looks. Oh, okay. We could have a button looking like that, if that's what you want. Or we could have a button that looks a little bit like that. I'll show you another button we could do. But I want to come out of edit mode so I can show you this. Right. Yep, I know it isn't sized as a button for this because I'm not going to really make it on here, but if I'm just showing you, if you want to make it look like this, we want this one here, and edit, subdivide, maybe subdivide again, and it kind of gives it a nice little its round look to it if you really want that. And then all you do is increase the smoothing, and then go to smooth filter, and that could be a button, but we don't want that, not for our laptop. We're going to keep it nice and simple. We're going for this sign. So this is going to pretty much be our basic button. So for now we're going to want to move this back so we can make some more buttons. Alright, I'm going to make a space bar, so I'm going to hit Shift and D, and I'm going to hit X, so it moves it only along the X. You don't want it going crazy and going up here and left to the right and all that stuff. So just make sure you hit either X, Y or Z on what way you want to move your button. Oh, it's going to be irritating. And we're going to scale that along the Y. Nice big space bar. Maybe kind of bending in way too much, so we're going to want to scale that along the Y a little bit as well. So we're going to be lazy and just select all of them. Move it roughly where the space bar is going to be. Yeah, now we're going to want to make a enter button. So I'm going to select this button, making sure that it's deselected. Shift and D, and we're going to move it along the Y. Right, now looking at my keyboard, I know my keyboard isn't the same as a laptop, but I'm just roughly doing the keyboard for now. You can go haywire on your keyboard if you feel like it. Alright, so my keyboard, this will be in a lot more. Just go, oh, okay. So hit E and enter. Right, and we pull that out. And then we pull that down. Nope, no, we don't pull that down, we extrude that one down. I'll just hit 0 to center it back to where it was coming up from. Right, now what we're going to do is I want this one out here a bit, this one in a bit. There you go. Pull that back a bit. Got ourselves a nice little enter button. And what we're going to do now is make a backspace button. So pretty much select that. It's pretty much the same as a enter button, but shorter. So duplicate that. Okay, I didn't move it along any of the axes, but it looks like it's in the right place, the right height anyway. So we're going to scale that along the Y. Well, that's a bit big. X, Y, scale it down a little bit. That looks kind of perfect. But we're going to want to scale that out a little bit. Now, keys on keyboard and mouse normally quite, the bottom part is quite tucked in, so the buttons are very close. Definitely on laptops. So it'll be something more or less like that. Alright. And now pretty much all we're going to do is spam this everywhere. Everywhere where there would be keys. You can specialise the other keys if you want, but pretty much the same what we went through here. So I'm going to just make a bunch of keys. Actually, select this. I'm not trying to be perfect here. Okay. Did I do? I'm not trying to be perfect here, so if you want them perfect, spend a lot more time on it. I'm probably not going to bother sit here making a whole keyboard. I'm probably going to make a bunch of buttons and then duplicate them and move them a little bit. I just want a nice little row for now, and then like on my keyboard, they're kind of scattered a little bit. So I think they're normally about 12 buttons. I'm not counting at the moment, so there's a little tip. I don't like that thing moving. Go back to center. So we're going to move these buttons. The buttons could scale up a little bit by the looks of it. Yeah, we're going to scale them up a little bit. Yeah. I know. Should have kept them the same. Oh, I mean, the same as this. This is going to be a little bit out of whack. So, note, before doing the keys, do these keys first, then do these. But I'm not going to bother making that whole keyboard. That's why I'm just kind of doing it right now. So, move that up. Move that back. Actually, this can be overlapping here a little bit because I'm going to have to move it back in a way. So, bit back in a way. And then move that up. See, this is what I'm getting at. You know, they are kind of a bit small now. So, yeah. Wasn't the best plan of mine, I will admit. What we could do actually, could just scale these bands up. I've just been lazy at selecting them. And scale them up a little bit as well. We don't want to be moving these anyway, so I'm going to move these back a bit. I see these kicking through. Okay, very bad job of the keyboard, but I hope you get the idea of what I'm aiming for here. Right. So we're going to select these. Pretty much my keyboard anyway. I hope you spend a lot more time on your keyboard to make it look a lot better for mine. But I'm just showing a rough idea of how to make a keyboard now. I think I've probably said that like 200 times now. Probably getting irritated. So just put the keys in there. So that's pretty much a rough keyboard. Any other details we're going to add? Oh yeah. We're going to delete that. The reason why is we want one separate whole face along here. Bridge that by selecting each here and here and hit F. Now what we're going to do is add a bunch of loop cuts. Oh, okay, alright, come on, there we go. 5, nope, 6, 7, 8, 9 looking somewhat square. Enter that. And now we're going to click here and hit W, subdivide. And what we could do is extrude them in. So actually, I'm going to start from here, here, here. You see what kind of pattern I'm going with. Bit like a checker pattern. It is a checker pattern. And pretty much do that all the way through. But seeming as I don't have video editing software where I can speed things up, I'm not going to see it. Then all these, I would like to able to show you what it would look like, but probably bore you through before I even finish the video. So to get a couple more. Right, that should be enough. Alright, pretty much count them in a little bit. Alright, now what we're going to want to do. Okay, we want to add probably some kind of CD drive. Okay, this is probably a moment where I'm going to regret cutting it separate. Alright, so we're going to add a loop cut. Let's see the drive. Assuming there's a loop there, we could connect it up to there. This is sort of rough. Alright, and maybe we could, yeah, alright, I'm going to do that. Now we added that loop in, we're going to, please, yep, okay. And now what we're going to do is merge these up. Alt and M, merge to last, well, depending on what one you selected first. And that's that again, and no, I didn't want that one. Actually, we're gonna bring that up, and now we're gonna merge them together. Alright, and now add another loop cut on here. Yeah, something isn't connected. So let's end. Okay, yep. Alright, let's see what I need to do. Deselect that. Add 2 loop cuts. Bring them down here. Scale them in along the X. No, this is quite bad, but it will work. Right. So bring both of them down a bit, so we can merge them together. Oh. Alright. Yeah, okay. I like to keep things kind of tidy and clean. So that'll do for now. Alright. We're going to add a loop cut in here. Bring this up. We want a really tight loop cut. And add another loop cut in. Oh god, don't know where that loop cut went. Right. Add another loop cut in here. Let's see where that's. Is that roughly a size? That's probably roughly the size of a keyboard. Not keyboard. A CD drive. So you put that in. Going to scale this along the X and put that to 0. So down here, it pretty much in a straight line. It isn't one for text off here a bit, you know, like it was a second ago. So we add another. Oh, actually, we didn't need that loop cut. Well, we could have done. instead, I'm going to show you now what probably was better off to do. Hit I and do the same again. I, but we scale that out a little bit. And we're going to select these, scale them in, scale them along the Z so it fits in properly. Actually bring them down, bring them out a bit more. We want let me undo that. Scale them in. Do it so here. Now we scale them. So try and get that in. So you got like where the CD drive would be. Probably scale them in a bit far, but anything else? Yeah, we're gonna add some detail into the screen. Hit I, scale that in, select that, hit I, and we're going to pull this back just a little bit for the normal maps to be able to see. We could just add some rubber feet up here if we wanted to. Scale them out. Okay, that's going to be the top of the rubber feet and the bottom for the bottom. Alright, there. Alright, now what we're going to do is add 2 loop cuts, hit enter, enter, we're going to scale them along the Y. Right. Now we're going to hit and do another 2 loop cuts, enter, enter, S, Y. So we can have some little rubber feet. So if you've seen some laptops, they have like little rubber bits up here. So scale them out a little bit. And I wonder if I can just hit Control and B. It won't work out. Scale them out. Which, hang on actually, maybe if I hit E, enter, and then Control and B. Nope. Right. We have to scale them out. Control and B. Just move it slightly. Now, where's the numbers? Right, 0.002. Nope. 0.005. Yeah, so we've got like little rubber feet up there. If you want as well, we could add a webcam. So hit 2, do 2 loop cuts up here. Enter, enter, scale in along the Y. Bring that in. Actually, bring that out a little bit. Now what we're going to do is S and Z, make that a little bit bigger. Bring that down. Hit Y on that, and now what we're going to do is hit I, scale that out a little, do loop cut here, and here. Like what we did with the plug, we're going to scale these in, and now we're going to scale these ones in a bit more as well, and we can add a little webcam, extrude that in ever so slightly, scale it in, So got like a little webcam up there. Yes, I think in that looking pretty much done for that. If you really wanted to, you could go in here and add the different types of places what would have certain parts of the hardware, so you could like where you can actually get into the RAM and upgrade the RAM slightly. So we just add a little bit of detail into there. Maybe, yep, they're looking pretty good. Alright. I'm thinking that pretty much it. So let's go over to the low poly now. Hide the high poly, show the low poly. Drag out a new window. Yeah, I did that over there. Right. Yeah, drag out a new window. We want to go to UV editor. Come over here, hit tab, hit A, so select everything. Now what we're going to hit is U, yep. Smart UV projection. We're going to hit 0.1. Let's see how that is. Yeah, that's going to be good enough. And now what we're going to do is unhide our high poly. Okay, we got a little bit of stuff sticking out. So what we're going to want to do now is bring it up a little bit, so you're going to cover whatever's sticking out. Same here, so we can get our detail on our normal map. Alright, now what we're going to do is select our high and then hit shift and select our low poly. Go over to the camera on here. We go down here where it says bake, tick this box. What we're going to want to do normal, and we do bake. Okay, why that's working? High poly and low poly. Oh, yeah, okay. Go back to your low poly. Sorry, I forgot about this. Alright, and make a new material. Call it norm. Yeah, short for normal. Now we select our high poly and low poly, and now we do bake. Alright, we've got a couple errors with our bake. What? It's okay. We could Photoshop that out later, but do pretty much put the same colour what you see here over the orange. Don't know what that's related to. That might be. We'll have to find out. Alright. To find out what it related to, we go over to material. Actually, we want to make sure we just only on a low poly, not material. We go over here to the texture panel. We're going to add image or movie. On this little icon here, we want to check our normal map, and we scroll down, set this to UV. Now we're going to texture, hide our high poly because we're having some issues here. It might be to do with that. Let's go inside the model and see if we can find it. Okay, well, I can't find it. There we go, it's down here. I don't know why that is moaning, but get rid of that in Photoshop or GIMP or whatever software you have. We don't need that in there because that is a artifact. Not sure why. Please comment down below if you know why that artifact is on there. Alright, now what we're going to do is go to our low poly, make sure our low poly is selected. We're going to click this little plus sign and type AO. It's going to be our ambient occlusion. Now, select go into edit mode with your low poly, select all the UVs in here, and we're going to change it to our AO we want to bake over. Click on high poly and low poly. Go over here, we go in, instead of normal we want ambient occlusion, and we bake that out as well, and that gives us a little bit more detail. Yeah, you can see there's some sort of side effect there again, but that could be quite easily hidden on the bottom of the laptop. Now what we're going to do is make sure only our low poly is selected. Go over to texture. We're going to click on the new texture, do new. Actually we'll go back to normal for now, we haven't set this up properly. Untick color and check normal. This is going to, there's going to be a little problem I want to show you with the normal, so let's do that now. Alright, add a light source in. This light source is quite nice for the normal maps anyway, what I found out. Don't really need it here anymore. I just want to minimize that just in case I messed up anything, so we can go back there. We want to go into render mode. Alright, our UV, our normal looks a little bit funky, so check, click your laptop. You can either go out to the texture mode or whatever mode you want it, but you can do it in here as well, so you can kind of select things in there. Alright, okay, and now we go over to, where is that thing hiding? Is it in here? No, in here. Click normal, and that makes the normal look a lot smoother and clearer. That's what I wanted to show you with the normal. And now we'll go up to here and click on our image icon here. We want to add the AO to give it some more detail. And there's pretty much our laptop nicely finished and polished up. If there's anything else I missed out, please leave it down in the comment section. Oh, hang on. Yes, we got some couple more areas down here we could easily clean up in Photoshop or GIMP. Actually, I kind of want to go back in edit mode and texture mode, so I can select, I think. It was a laptop without actually having the screen on it properly. I want to put a screen on. Oh, right, hang on. Here's me getting confused with Blender. Give me a sec. Alright. Right, we'll bring them down. Bring that down. Yeah, we're going to rotate that. This was why I'll put it up there, so we can bake the normals without having issues down here. But still, we have one issue. Don't know why. Here are. We're going to rotate it along the Y. And move this on. Actually, we want to come out wireframe. Is this? Oh well. Oh well. That's higher for my first thought. Okay, hang on. I see a problem. What happened there? Oh yeah, we moved it up, didn't we? Okay, that could be the problem. Alright. We're going to have to rebake all our textures again and discard them. So, pretty much here, we're going to, actually we're going here, 5, here, that's through here, number 3, and numpad. Okay. So, you might have this problem here. So we move them up. Actually, it's probably going to be better to go to snapping and vertex. So we can snap it straight to the vertex, and we don't need to worry if it connected properly or not. It's pretty much directly on it. Come out of that. Okay, that's why I wanted to leave the window open, just in case we did break the normals and stuff. We could actually have a look. Yeah, it looks alright, but you know what? I'm going to bake them out for you again, because I want to show you. You know, you bake normals out, and then Blender, I don't know, sometimes when you do things in Blender, the normals mess up, so we just rename them, both of them. And I mean, we put X's on them so we know we don't want them anymore. And what we do, okay, oh, and I moved the screen. Damn it, the screen needed to be in the same place. I could attempt to try and align it up. Okay, well, this is what happens with 3D modelling. Who am I if I don't try and sort it out? Alright. We're going to try and line it up. Maybe having vertex snapping on actually could help us line it up even better. Why? Come on, snap. Snap to him. God damn you. Snap. Faces. Maybe. Why? Come on, come on. Nicely, nicely you do it. Looking. Turn off snapping for a sec. Well, yeah, okay, well, yeah, I don't feel like sitting here for like half an hour trying to fix that. But no, before, oh, okay, no, just before adding in your normals and your stuff, make sure before you're baking them, move it up, move this up, and then anything what isn't connected to it, even on this side got the same problem. So note before moving it up to move up the other parts what you removed from the mesh, if you know what I mean. You didn't really move it from mesh, it's still part of the object, but yeah, it isn't connected. So make sure that they are connected. And okay, just showing up, just want to show it. Sorry, all over the place. Like I said, I don't have video editing software at the moment, so if I did have video editing software, a lot of this has been edited out and stuff. So that's pretty much what it looks like. You can kind of see. Oh well, hang on, what's going on there? Okay, yeah, you can kind of see where you're getting the problems here. We also got a couple of problems here. I'm pretty sure if we're going to, yeah, there isn't anything, so that probably more the normal maps or the AO. So you might want to clean up the AO maps a bit and the texture map, not the texture, the normal maps. So I hope this video was useful. Please comment, like, subscribe, stay tuned for more videos. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.